All right, welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much. We are so proud and honored to be partnered with the great folks at the Disability Channel to be able to bring you our message and our content and discussing who we are and what we do. My name is J.R. Smith. I'm the Vice President, co-founder, and COO / Chief Cook and Bottle Washer for PJJR Ranch Corp. Is the official nonprofit name. We're known as the Veterans Ranch. What we do is we work with veterans and their immediate household families through equine therapy. Now, what's that? Well, we're going to get you to play with some horses, is really what it boils down to. We are going to, get in touch with you and find out if there's anything going on that you're dealing with right now. PTS. You notice I drop a letter off there. It's not a disorder. The government's call it a disorder so you can qualify for some funding. It's post-traumatic stress. And there's probably not a person on the planet that hasn't walked through something in their life that is dealing with a little PTS. But obviously, our military around the world deal with that at a very heightened level based on things they've seen or had to do in their time in service. Our main goal is very simple. We want to have you come full circle through God's majestic animal, the horse, lay down any heavy coats of burden that you may still be hanging on to, that maybe you've compartmentalized or pressed down, didn't even realize you're still hanging on to. And the ultimate goal of walking off a new and improved version of yourself. When you see our brand, you'll see the horse and you see the circle. And that's the whole point. We can really kind of say we're NASCAR in reverse. It's right turns, not left turns. And it's as many laps as it's going to take. The Veterans Ranch is always going to be here for you to help you get to that full circle and that new and improved version of yourself. So, how do we start out these things? Well, or how did the ranch even start? Well, 2017 is when we were founded. Literally, my dad taught me to keep a legal pad by the bed in case you get an idea in the middle of the night. And I've had a lot of legal pads, a lot of ideas that didn't really go anywhere. Some that started that ended up not going anywhere. I still have one legal pad that has one word written on it, and that word is ranch. Had no idea what that meant. My wife and I are proud patriots. My dad, the other co-founder, is a Vietnam veteran, was in the Navy from 69 to 73, and in Vietnam, 69 and 70. So, we wanted a couple of horses, our little slice of Americana. The word ranch, as we all know it, and things that, I'll date myself. I'm a Gen Xer here, like what they showed on the old TV show Dallas or Today on Yellowstone and, things like that. That thought never came into our mind. But the good Lord works in mysterious ways. We are a faith-based organization. You can see it right here in our corporate logo, and we are proud of that. We were just kind of praying on it, thinking about it, trying to figure out what that word meant. We were going to a Bass Pro Shops one day, a couple of weeks down the road. And because I am that guy that you can drop off at open and pick up at close, and I will find something to do there all day long. But we stopped at Chili's for lunch, my wife and I did. And we really just, she must have seen like smoke coming out of my ears because I asked her for a pen. She kind of gave me that look like, you okay? She could tell the wheels were turning. And I asked her for a pen. And long story short, about 20, 30 Chili's napkins later, because they're just not that big, the ideas for the Veterans Ranch was born. And by December of 2017, we were an official nonprofit. Now, we were trying to get our message out there, polish that gemstone, let people know who we are and what we were trying to accomplish. This started in our home. Okay, this is my home. This is my family room. It's not a fancy green screen or a backdrop, and we still run it out of the home today. Because no sooner did we, start getting some good traction, here came COVID, right? And that slowed the brakes down on a lot of folks around the world. And then, Florida and Texas, the two states we're registered in right now, open up, and property went from 600 grand to $1 million just because of supply and demand. Everybody was moving to our two states. So that slowed down again a little bit as well, but we're still out there using other people's horses and facilities. It's pretty fun to be mobile right now. We can travel the entire state of Florida or Texas and help veterans through equine therapy. Now, What's equine therapy? Pretty basic all the way to pretty, pretty complex in terms of the level that you get into. We teach a lot of basic horsemanship skills, and we teach a lot of liberty training. And I'll explain what that is in a second. But the main thing, again, we want to find out, is there something above our pay grade that you are looking for assistance in? Okay. More than just what horses, even though they are absolutely amazing, maybe more than just what horses can offer. We want to find out if there is any suicidal thoughts there. Because right now, back in, I think it was 2019, somewhere around there, probably even earlier than that, we heard 17 a day on veteran suicides. And we started hearing what we knew as the current number sadly had gone up of 22 a day. Post COVID, we started hearing rumors of 35. 2 weeks ago, Fox News put an article online, and I am begging and imploring anybody and everybody watching this, go to foxnews.com, even if that's not your favorite alphabet station, because they are the only ones that posted this, and find the article, because we're talking double digit increased numbers. We're now talking 44 veterans a day, 16,000 great Americans just in the US. I'm sure Canada and around the world, they're dealing with the same issues. But over 16,000 great Americans are checking out off this planet every day, and it does not need to be one. Okay, so we want to talk about the effects, talk with you about the effects of PTS on not only the veteran, but the whole family that it affects, and do our damnedest to get that veteran suicide number down, because it's just again, one's too many. 44 is atrocious. That is a pandemic that we have on our hands right now, is veteran suicide, and we want to bring that attention. Then we're going to introduce you to some horses. Hey, this is a full process. We're going to introduce you to some horses. A lot of times the horse picks the person more than the person picks the horse. Horses are extremely intuitive. Okay, they can literally feel a gnat land on their back, and they know everything about you 10 feet away. They can literally pick up what you're feeling, okay, what you're projecting out there. Fear, anger, anxiety, anything. So they tell you not to run up to a horse. A horse wants to know two simple things. Are you strong enough to be my leader? And are you going to hurt me? Now, if you have your own horse, you'll work on that every day for the whole your whole life. You own that horse. Imagine one you just met 10 minutes ago. It's something where you truly have to give yourself to the horse and start going through the process. You have to give yourself to the process. You could say, "Hey, I'm fine." Right? Us guys, what do we say? "How you doing?" "I'm good." That's not a feeling. Good's not a feeling. Fine's not a feeling. Go back and watch the YouTube clip for the movie The Italian Job and see their definition of fine. Veterans put a little different thing on the F part of fine, but I'll let y'all go figure that out. Then we're going to put a grooming brush in your hand. Okay. Why a grooming brush? We want you to start working a rhythmic motion of grooming that horse. One, that helps you kind of forget about the world for a while. We want you to leave your baggage, leave your problems, or whatever you're dealing with at the door. It'll be there when you get back, but through what the Veterans Ranch provides, we're hoping there's less baggage there to pick up when you get back to it, and eventually have there be no baggage. Um, but with that grooming brush, you're putting your hands on the horse. So you're starting to learn about the horse, and the horse is starting to learn about you. All right. And I mean, that might be just day one. Okay. This isn't just slap a saddle on and yeehaw, go get them, whatever. We do occasionally do trail rides a couple of times a year for people that have come out to our events a lot, and they've been around a lot of the horses. So it's easier for them to just be able to get up on and go out on a simple trail ride. But again, we want you to build a bond of trust with an animal that's inherently born not to trust anyone. Okay. Now, my horse people I'm speaking to out there, they're going like this. They're going to understand what I'm talking about. But horses are pack animals and prey animals. Okay. Their fight or flight is flight 99% of the time. Their defense mechanisms are bite you or kick you. And boy, that hurts like hell if you've ever had either one of those happen to you, but it's not much of a defense mechanism out in the wild. So you have to build that bond of trust. Again, are you strong enough to be my leader? And are you going to hurt me? So by working that rhythmic motion of grooming that horse, you start building that bond of trust. And then, you're going to maybe learn how to muck some stalls. You're going to learn how to clean hooves. You're going to, again, learn how to, I can't say it enough, build that bond of trust. Then we're going to start what's called liberty training. Liberty training is, boy, you both got to be in tune. Okay. It's you, horse, a round pen, and a training flag. Okay. Again, I'll date myself. Take that flag you had on the back of your bicycle when you were a kid, something to that effect. Okay. No lead rope, no halter. You can't pull on that horse and make that horse bend to your will. Okay. You have to, again, work with that horse. You get the horse in the arena, and then you get in the arena. But here's how you get in the arena: you open the gate. The horse turns its head and looks at you, stop, close the gate. Horse turns away, get back in the gate. You take a step, horse turns its head and looks at you, stop. Okay. Again, horse checking you out. So you get to the center of the arena and try and get that horse to come to you. Again, by shutting yourself down, giving yourself to the horse, giving yourself to the process. Eventually, you'll be walking shoulder to shoulder, okay, with the horse on the outside rail around the arena. Stop and go the other way, okay, even trot. Work your way back to the center of the circle and then have that horse come back to you.